In this video, I will be demonstrating on how to perform the dumbbell Romanian deadlift. So you need 2 dumbbells for this exercise. Here, first things first is going to be your stance. I don't want your stance to be wider than your hip width because it has to be almost precisely a hip width stance, nothing too narrow. Roughly, the stance width or your stance width will be determined by, of course, how wide your hips are. Now I'll be demonstrating it like this. Keep the dumbbells in front of you, your arms relatively straight, and then this is how you perform the actual movement. I'll just change up the angle so you can see it. The very key thing when it comes to performing the dumbbell Romanian deadlift is that you have to realize that this movement is a hip dominant movement. So because it's hip dominant, you have to think about your hips doing the movement. A lot of people, they make the mistake by starting the movement by bowing. They start to bring the dumbbells in front of them, their back, their upper back, their lower back, mid back, everything starts to round and fold like crazy. So the proper way on how to perform this movement is to keep the dumbbells in front of you. Then start by bringing your hips backwards. Hips back, hips back, hips back. And then once you're at the bottommost position, however low that will be for you, you have to think about your hips going forward. Hips forward, squeezing your butt cheeks together. Imagine that there's a pencil in between your cheeks and you're trying to squeeze it. So again, hips back. Once you reach the bottom part, hips forward. Another thing to keep in mind is where the dumbbells are. I mentioned that they should be in front of you, and on top of that, it has to be very close to you. Do not let the dumbbells stray away from your body. Instead, keep it close the entire time, and that's going to ensure that you are performing this movement as efficiently and as safely as possible. Okay, again, hips back, hips forward. And that's how you perform the dumbbell Romanian deadlift.